What's up, everyone? I'm back. We're going to do another Lightroom tutorial today, and what we are going to do is try to make boring cityscapes like this look sick, like this. Alright, let's get into it. So, I took this cityscape right off my balcony in my hotel room. It is of downtown Waikiki in Honolulu, Hawaii. And just looking at it, it's decently exposed. The angle is a little off, but it's kind of boring. There's not much to it. There's not much going on in it. It's just of the cityscape. You can see a little bit of the mountain out in the background there. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to really make this thing pop. We're going to give this a lot of clarity. We're going to make this look super sharp, and it's going to be a totally different image by the end of it. So one of my favorite things to do is shoot cityscapes. I've mostly just done New Orleans to this point, but while we're in Honolulu, I figured why not? Let's get those beautiful sunsets. Let's get all the detail that the skies here provide, and just a little bit different architecture. So what we're going to do, first things first, is this image is a little off. So we're going to change the angle. We're going to try to straighten this up a bit. That looks still a little, we'll go about there. That looks good. And then from there, we are going to lower the exposure just a bit, bump the contrast a bit. We're going to change the tone of this to be a little more blue, and then do what we do with the highlights and the shadows. So now that's going to bring a lot more detail into the photo. And from there, we're going to bump the whites up as well, just a little bit. If you option click while you are dragging the whites, it's going to bring up a black screen, and as things start to appear, that is when you are going to see what you're really exposing. So right there, you can see that it's really blowing that out. You only want to bump them up just a little bit. I don't like them to get too much past the yellow. It detects a little bit of the lights here in the buildings, but you know, from there, you've got a good starting point. So now, and we'll drop the blacks a bit. You can do the same exact thing. It's just the opposite. It's going to turn blue for you there, so it'll add a little bit more detail in there. From there, we'll go to the S-curve. As we do, we like to move this one up just a touch. We'll drop this one down a little bit, bring this one up a touch, and we'll drop this one down a little bit. And then we will also do the same with our red and our blue. We don't really mess with green because green is stupid. But with the blue, with the red, you want to kind of center. You kind of want to bring it into, constrain it in the image, and then that's all you really need there. Same with the blue. You just need to do this one over here and bring that over there into the image. From here, we're working with a lot of different colors in this image. We're working obviously with some oranges, blues, purples. So what I like to do is I like to get rid of purple altogether. And right here is where you saw that change, like on the buildings, was feeling a lot of purple. That'll just turn the purples blue. And then I like to lighten the blue up just a little bit. And you're going to see why, because we're going to get a lot of contrast with the sky, especially in this image, with the amount of oranges and yellows that are in here. Right up here, you're going to see the sky clash. It's going to look like a Marvel, kind of like a Marvel cover, like with all the blues and the oranges. So we're going to get this orange really deep, and we're going to turn this yellow more towards the orange side. We're going to change the saturation of these just a little bit. I'm going to bring the blue down just a touch. We are going to bring the orange up a little bit. That's going to give us a little more detail in the sky. And we're going to bring the yellow up a little bit. And with our luminance, we are going to just bring the blue up just quite a bit right there. Then we're going to go back. So it's starting to look good. As you can see, that's what we started with, and this is where we're at now. So it's looking pretty solid so far, but there's still a lot that could be done into this image. So we're going to bump the clarity up quite a bit. It's going to really sharpen this image up, bring the texture up just a touch. And what we really want to do now is mess with the sky. So From here, I'm going to draw a mask around the sky. I'm going to get the whole sky in there. We can even get the top of this crane because it's not going to make too big of an image. We don't want to really mess with the buildings too much when it comes to this, but we're going to drop the exposure just a little bit. We're going to darken that up. We're going to add some contrast. We're going to add some clarity. We're going to drop the shadows, and now we're going to warm it up a touch. So now our sky is looking really gorgeous, really beautiful. And then from here, we're going to start using some radial filters. We're going to take this one down. We're going to drop the exposure just a touch. We're going to draw up. We want to draw our image up into these buildings and towards the sky. And we're going to do another radial filter over here, and we're just going to darken that up as well. Just a little bit. And then we are going to use another radial filter, and we are going to brighten this and add a little bit more warmth to it. So it's looking pretty good. I think what we want to do now is go back and mess with the luminance and the saturations of the orange. Get that orange really going. Mess with the luminance of the orange and change that a bit. The orange and the yellow are really going to make the lights in the cityscape pop. But our main focus is over here in the sky. And it's looking really good. I love this clash that's going on up here. But yeah, let's maybe change. We'll make the yellows. We want this to be a little more orange now that we can see what we're actually dealing with. And then we'll deal with this. So now we're going to sharpen the image up just a little bit. So if you do the same thing, you option click, you'll see what you are going to be sharpening with your mask. So this is going to bring in everything that's outlined in white is what you'll be sharpening. So you just take this, and then that is what you'll be sharpening. So that's going to add some more to our image here. And look from where we started to where we got. I mean, this boring image into something that you could probably hang on a wall, or it's perfect for Instagram, perfect for a phone background or something like that. So really, with not much editing, not much time, you can go from a boring cityscape like that to something that pops like that. I'm really happy with this image. I've done a lot of cityscapes. Like I said, mostly New Orleans. I've done cityscapes in Rhode Island, Boston, New York. But this is probably my favorite one that I've been able to come and grab so far. And I think that's because of the good clash of orange and blue that you're able to get from the sunset that was happening the other night. So I'm pretty happy with this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, leave a comment down below if you want me to change anything. If you want to see anything else from me, let me know. If you need any more help with any types of tutorials, if you want to see how to do things, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you guys out. And if you like the video, if you like the photo, like I said, subscribe, like, comment. Appreciate it. Peace.